Welcome, I am Vivekanandan. Today in Tamilnadu, people take a lot of pride in wearing their dhotis. In fact, it has become a fashion to wear dhotis. People wear it during several occasions, including marriage events. But this was not the case several years before. People had an aversion to wear dhotis. They thought only Western dress gives them more respect. But today, from nowhere, it has become a trend in wearing their own traditional wear, which is dhotis. And credit has to be given to a lot of people, and one among the pioneers is one person who is Mr. Nagaraj of Ramraj Cotton Companies. And in today's edition of Business Brews, let's discuss about Mr. Nagaraj and his organization Ramraj Cotton. Nagaraj was born in an agricultural family in a small place called Avinashi, which comes under the textile city of Tirupur. He did not grow up with all luxuries, and he was actually interested in education. But what happens is his father used to send him to school only if he finishes the routine duties of his fields, farms, and his house. And what happens is during his 9th standard, Nagaraj gains a taste of business by selling Balamitra books. He was an agent and he sold books and he earned his money and he paid his own school fees by that particular money. And what happens later is he fails in his SSLC in a paper called as typewriting. Since he has failed his SSLC examination, Nagaraj decides to go for a job. And one day his father takes him to a job in his bicycle. And while driving, Nagaraj asks his father, "Dad, what job are you taking me for?" And his father replies, "I'm taking you for a government job, and it is very difficult to get a government job, and I'm actually taking you for a government job." But on hearing this, Nagaraj just jumps out of the cycle and opposes his dad's idea. He says that I will never join a government job because I'm basically interested in doing business. But his father was highly disappointed. Both of them get into an argument on the road, and finally his dad leaves him on the road and goes away. And what Nagaraj does is he turns around and finds a company over there. So he directly goes to the company and asks for a job. And the owner, very curious, gets to know about his credentials and finally says that, "Okay, you can come and join in my company tomorrow." But Nagaraj says, "Why wait until tomorrow? Please provide me a job now." The owner, very much impressed upon the boy's proactiveness, provides him a job. And Nagaraj, for the next 6 years, works in different companies. Even once he was asked to travel to Andhra Pradesh regularly. He didn't even know the local languages, and studies the language there, and shines in his job. 6 years later, at the age of 23, he starts his own business named Ramraj Khadi Traders, and business was slowly improving. And one day he thinks about this particular thing, which is his company's name is Ramraj Khadi Traders, but actually he was selling only cloth made up of cotton. And he says that he is going to change the name of this company. He decides to change the name of his company from Ramraj Khadi to Ramraj Cotton, and he no longer called his products as Khadi products. He made it very open that it is cotton products. But the dealers opposed it. They feared that they will lose business. But Nagaraj stuck with his decision. But what happened gradually was all the people started accepting his products, and importantly, other business people also slowly changed their name from Khadi to cotton. Nagaraj learned one important lesson in his life, which is honesty. Honesty in personal as well as professional life has its own power and benefits. While business was slowly picking up, one particular incident impacted Nagaraj very much, and that is he and his friends once went to Chennai. And in Chennai, when they went to a star hotel, the security guard who was standing outside allowed all his friends but stopped him. And the reason, he was wearing dhoti. and this incident made a profound impact on him. And several other incidents also happened similar to this, which is whenever he went outside along with his family members, they would ask him, please come wearing trousers, we don't want you to come wearing dhotis. And now he understood that though he is in this business of selling dhotis, this particular product never had is not having respect among the society, and he decides to change that. And the instrument he used to change that was advertisement. The advertisement was, he made a very good looking actor as his brand ambassador, and in the advertisement he showcased that actor as one who commands a lot of respect in the society. And this particular person comes in a car, gets down, and he enters a star hotel now, and the security guard actually salutes him. And when he enters a meeting, all the people who are in blazers, coats, ties, everything, they stand up and receive the person who is coming in the dhoti. And importantly, after the meeting, when the person goes out, one small girl child comes running and offers him a rose, which is an acknowledgement of women accepting dhoti. And when he comes out of the building, an elephant blesses him with its trunk. The point here is elephants, it is said that elephants do not like the color white, but here it actually accepts the person with a dhoti. This advertisement was a trendsetter during those days, because this advertisement picturized dhoti as one traditional wear which commanded a lot of respect in the society. And after this advertisement, there was a lot of change in the mindset of the people towards dhoti. It was a genuine change, and at the same time the business of Ramraj Cotton also picked up selling dhotis. The famous management thinker Peter Drucker used to say business has only two responsibilities. One is to concentrate on marketing, and the next is to concentrate on innovation. We saw an example of Ramraj Cotton concentrating on marketing, and they focus more on that particular element even now. They give a lot of advertisements. But what about innovation? Let's take a few recent examples. The recent examples, they have introduced dhotis with belts. They have introduced the dhotis with stickers which gets stuck. The biggest problem while wearing dhotis is the fear of the weight, the dhotis getting loosened. But this dhotis which has been introduced now remains very tight in the hip, and people can actually wear it comfortably. And these days dhotis are coming out with pockets, and they have not stopped with that. They have also introduced dhotis for kids. Right from 4 to 5 year kids have started wearing dhotis in important festivals, and their list of innovations keeps on going on. They have introduced shirts, towels, kurtas, pajamas, divine dhotis, and the list goes on. When Mr. Nagaraj was asked whether he started this business only to make profits, his answer was no. Actually, he had an objective to start this business, and the objective was to enhance the living conditions of weavers. Because in those days when he was working for another companies, he noticed this particular fact, which was the weavers who weave dresses for everybody, they actually did not wear proper dresses, and they used to have 2 meals per day, and even that was a very big difficulty for them. So the moment he started his own business, he actually started giving better minimum wages for weavers, and the weavers are actually very grateful for that, and we also have to appreciate him for making this instrumental change. To what does Mr. Nagaraj credits his success? Is it for hard work or is it for luck? The answer he gives us, it is presence of mind, and he gives an example. The example is for Diwali, you might start a cracker shop having all the latest crackers, different varieties, etc. But if you are going to start the shop after Diwali, nobody is going to purchase even a single cracker. You have to do things at the right time, for which presence of mind is very much required. Finally, I would like to recollect this incident. When Mr. Nagaraj started his business, people actually made fun of him. They humiliated him, saying, these days people don't even wear dhotis and you are starting a business which is going to fail. But today Ramraj Cotton has opened exclusive stores for dhotis. Nobody ever imagined it. Credit has to be given to Mr. Nagaraj for not only reviving a traditional wear but also believing in his own ideas and displaying tremendous willpower in making his ideas a huge success. And today he has set out to conquer the world. His goal is all the people in the world should at least use any one of his products. So let's wish him the very best. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.